Welcome back to the channel, Gearheads and Automotive Purists. If you have been following the supercar industry over the last decade, you have probably noticed a rather depressing trend. We are living in an era where the visceral, mechanical thrill of driving is rapidly being replaced by silent electric motors, heavy battery packs, and lightning-fast automatic transmissions that do all the hard work for you. While these technological advancements undeniably produce mind-bending lap times and staggering acceleration figures, many driving enthusiasts argue that they have sterilized the emotional connection between man and machine. But just when we thought the art of the analog supercar was lost forever to the history books, one of the most legendary British automakers has stepped up to save the day. Prepare yourselves, because McLaren has just dropped an absolute bombshell at this year's Monterey Car Week in California. They have officially pulled the cover off the breathtaking McLaren 6GT, a concept vehicle that previews a highly exclusive production supercar scheduled to arrive in 2028. And the most shocking part of this reveal is that it completely rejects the modern digitized performance landscape by bringing back the holy grail of automotive engagement, a real manual transmission with 3 pedals and a stick shift. To truly understand the profound significance of the McLaren 6GT, we have to take a trip back in time to the late 1960s and revisit the ambitious dreams of the company founder, the legendary Bruce McLaren. Bruce was a visionary who wanted to take the dominating performance of his race cars and translate it directly to the public roads. His ultimate goal was to build the highest-performing, most capable road-legal sports car the world had ever seen. This project was known as the M6GT, a vehicle based heavily on the chassis of the M6A Can-Am racer. Unfortunately, his tragic and untimely death during a testing accident at Goodwood in 1970 meant that his ultimate road car vision was never fully realized, and the project was ultimately shelved. Fast forward to a little over a month ago at the Goodwood Festival of Speed, McLaren Special Operations shocked the crowds by bringing the original M6GT dream back into the spotlight. Little did the automotive world know that this historical showcase was actually laying the groundwork for a stunning contemporary interpretation. The newly unveiled McLaren 6GT is exactly that, a spectacular modern love letter to Bruce McLaren's unfinished masterpiece. Designed to capture the exact spirit, raw emotion, and uncompromised driving purity that he originally intended all those decades ago. At the absolute heart of this spectacular new machine is a powertrain philosophy that completely turns its back on the current industry obsession with electrification. Sitting right behind the driver is a monstrous twin-turbocharged V8 combustion engine. There are no heavy lithium-ion battery packs, no silent electric assist motors, and no complicated hybrid drive modes to cycle through. It is just pure, unadulterated internal combustion power being sent directly to the rear wheels the old-fashioned way. But the absolute crown jewel of this mechanical setup is what sits between the front seats. For the first time since the iconic Gordon Murray-designed McLaren F1 ceased production back in the 1990s, McLaren is offering a proper 6-speed manual gearbox. Let that sink in for a moment. It has been over 3 decades since McLaren trusted the driver to row their own gears in a production road car. The engineers have gone to extraordinary lengths to ensure this transmission delivers maximum engagement, utilizing a custom-engineered throw and a beautifully exposed mechanical linkage that prioritizes tactile feedback and mechanical weight. Every single time you push the clutch in and grab the next gear, you are actively participating in the mechanical symphony of the vehicle, a feeling that simply cannot be replicated by pulling a plastic paddle behind a steering wheel. The dedication to a pure, unfiltered driving experience extends far beyond just the transmission. The engineers at McLaren threw modern conventions out the window when designing the steering system for the McLaren 6GT. Instead of relying on a numb electronic power steering rack, they opted for an old-school hydraulic power steering setup. This decision ensures that every single imperfection, texture, and nuance of the road surface is communicated directly up the steering column and into the palms of the driver's hands. This analog, tactile approach dictates the entire interior philosophy of the cabin as well. You will not find any massive touchscreens dominating the dashboard or capacitive touch buttons that are impossible to use while driving. Instead, the cockpit is heavily driver-focused, featuring physical, knurled, machined aluminum controls and tactile switchgear that requires a deliberate twist or click to operate. There are subtle, beautiful nods to the brand's rich heritage sprinkled throughout the cabin and the exterior.
The vintage speedy Kiwi emblem, lifted straight from McLaren's very first logo, is beautifully integrated into the top of the gearshift and etched right into the fuel filler cap. Bruce McLaren's personal signature is proudly stamped across the engine bay cover, and a subtle graphic tribute to the original M6GT road license plate sits proudly on the rear bodywork. Visually, the McLaren 6GT is an absolute masterclass in automotive styling. It sits impossibly low and wide, featuring a single, beautifully unbroken line that flows seamlessly from the aggressive low-slung rows all the way back to the sharp camback rear end. The entire structure is built around a state-of-the-art, ultra-lightweight carbon fiber monocoque, which is then draped in meticulously hand-laid carbon fiber bodywork. This intentional design choice mirrors the construction of the original Can-Am racers that inspired it. The rear of the car is framed by stunning illuminated racing loop taillights, giving it an undeniable presence on the road. The cabin itself looks deeply embedded within the bodywork rather than just perched on top of it, creating a sleek, aerodynamic silhouette that looks like it is moving at top speed, even when parked. McLaren has confirmed that this breathtaking concept will indeed become a production reality in the year 2028. It will be positioned as an ultra-exclusive model that sits completely outside of the brand's core portfolio. While official pricing details remain a closely guarded secret, you can safely expect the final price tag to clear the seven-figure mark with ease, and production numbers will likely be extremely limited. The McLaren 6GT is not just a new car, it is a roaring, manual-shifting act of rebellion against the modern automotive landscape, and we absolutely cannot wait to see it hit the streets. Thank you for watching, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below.